Apart from being a very informative video, I've decided to include very important information in this video that many traders fail to understand as they go through their trading careers. So make sure you subscribe and watch the video to the end so that you understand all the important aspects that are needed in forex trading. So without wasting much of your time, let's jump right into it. So we are going to start with a $5 account. So apologies, I lost the footage of this first Volatility 100 trade, but however I posted it in my Telegram channel. It was a free signal, and also in my VIP signals. So if you are in there, I'm sure you have made a profit from it. So let me explain to you how I managed to see that the market was buying. So this was a falling wedge that was broken out to the upside. So once it breaks to the upside, we then enter buys. So after entering buys, we then wait for our profit. I explained a lot in my VIP channel, so you might want to consider joining the VIP mentorship program. So here we are in $28 profit, which is a lot considering we're the $5 account. So unfortunately I lost the footage, as I have said earlier, but however this was the breakout and that retest, and then the market continued pushing high. So I think this is it for this trade. I explained a lot in my VIP. So now we're in $34 profit. Let's look for other trades elsewhere. Now we visit the Volatility 10. So in the Volatility 10, unlike other trades that I usually make, this was kind of different. Usually when you see a rising wedge, we usually trade the bounce backs, or we trade the breakouts to the downside. However, this one was kind of different. There was what we call the liquidity run. So this liquidity run is whereby the market tries to break to the upside, and then it does a little bit of a fake out, and then it comes back into the market. So this is done to catch all those early sellers, so that all those who enter the market early will be trapped. So I noticed that the market had crossed the major resistance level. So this major resistance level, when it is crossed, the market has to go up a little bit, and then it comes back to retest that level. So what we do here is we enter buys. So right now we are trying to enter a position where we are trading the fake out. However, the market will be forming another trend. I will show you when the market reaches that level. So now that we have bought the market, let's wait for it. As you can see, we are still in loss. Let's just wait for it. While we were waiting for it, the first advice that I have for you today is, when you see a trade that you are confident in, please make sure that you maximize in that trade, because obviously the market is going to beat you sometime. So it's actually better that you collect a lot of profit when you have the chance. So I usually see a lot of people who usually send me correct signals, correct positions. So those people, they just enter one position and then they say, I was correct. Yes, you might be correct, but what did you do about it? So I would advise you guys to go full margin when necessary, or at least increase your lot sizes when necessary, because eventually the market is just going to beat you. So you might want to risk everything so that you can get a higher reward. However, let's get back to our trade. Now you're in $43 profit. Our account is almost $100, and then now we are in 106 profit, which is a lot. Let's continue holding. So as you can see, the market hit one of my take profits, and then the balance is now in $42, in case you are wondering. So this is more like a temporary breakout. The market has to come back into the trade, but however, it is still a long way from coming back into the trend. Usually the market breaks to the downside, but however, it's also possible for the market to break to the upside, even if it is rare. So I wanted to close, but then I will just continue holding. So that is the advice that I had for you. It is actually safe for you to go all in when you know that you're correct, because eventually, even if you are beaten bit by bit, eventually you just lose all the profit. So you might want to just risk it and collect a lot of profit and then leave the market, like I did right here. That's the only difference. Perhaps you are very good at trading, but then that's one of the most thing that traders don't consider when they are trading. You might be profitable, but what are you doing about it? Because you are always afraid that the market might go the other way. Anyway, now we're in $196 profit. So it's actually safer to close the market. But however, since we know that the market is going to sell at some point, you can still enter this trade, but you'll be entering sales. So usually people said you shouldn't enter in the same trade, but however, I am Forex comrade. This is what I do. So as interesting as it is, I have found another trend in the same chart that I was trading before. So at this point, as you can see, the market formed another trend. It kind of corrected the trend that it was in. So there are now new levels that are now being respected. So at this point, this is the new trend that we are in. In the previous trend, there was sort of a breakout, but however, the market is now in another trend. So at this point, the market is actually at two major resistance levels that are supposed to be respected. As you can see, this one is the trailing resistance, and then that one is the consistent resistance. So these two resistance levels are bound to be respected, and the market is bound to sell. And however, maybe it might break to the downside. However, even though we don't have enough information that the market is going to break to the downside, at least what we know right now is that the market is going to sell into the trend. So what we just do is we just sell and then collect the profit before the market breaks to the downside, or even bounce back, going back up. So this is it. Now we are going to sell. That's the only difference, guys. Look at my trades that I enter. I just go a lot of positions. Now let me enter more positions. Let me increase my lot so that I can maximize. This is just done to maximize. If you don't maximize, it means you just don't collect a lot of profit, which isn't a good thing, because when the market hits you, it hits you very well, that it takes all the money that you have. So when you hit it, please make sure that you hit it very well. As you can see, I've put a lot of positions. This just means that if I'm wrong, I'm just going to be beaten, and then that's it. Eventually, I will just lose the money. But however, I was correct. As you can see, now we're in $79 profit. So the market is selling, but however, the bulls still have a bit of power. So it is actually safe to just collect some profit and then we leave the market. However, for those who might want to put a take profit, this one I've just put it at the last take profit. Please note that this is the most difficult take profit to reach, because the market goes through a lot of resistance and support. As you can see, now we're in $328 profit. Let's look for other trades elsewhere. So I feel the volatility 75. So in this volatility 75, I identified a trade that is more like a falling wedge. However, inside this trade, there was another trend that was being respected. So I'm just going to trade this level there was this new trend that was being formed because it kind of broke to the upside, and then once the market breaks to the upside, we end up buys. As you can see, this was a new trend that was formed, and then the market broke to the upside by a very, very large candle. So the market right now can just buy to that level and then to that resistance level at the top, and then it might go anywhere that it pleases. But however, for that fact, I'm just going to enter and then collect the profit. Please note that this is volatility 75. It is a very high volatile market, so it means the profit that you collect a lot, and also the loss that you get is also a lot. So it's kind of a do or die kind of market, whereby you just have to risk everything to get a lot. As you can see, now we are in loss, but however, we are just going to continue holding. So right now we are in 400, which is a lot. And then boom, we are in 2000 profit. So this was after some time. As you can see, let's go back to the chart so that I can show you guys how the market went. As you can see, the market bought very high and it is still buying. So it means we can continue holding, but this is volatility 75. It is not safe to hold, as you can see. So it's actually safe for you to close the market. And then now we're in 3,319, which is a lot. Let's look for other trades elsewhere. And then now we visit the volatility 50. So in this kind of trade, in this kind of chart, this is where I did a very, very good job, because I kind of hit the market when I was going, and I kind of hit the market when I was coming back. So this is very interesting because this kind of trades doesn't usually happen, but however, I managed to put this one. So you might want to watch it to the end so that you can understand how I managed to put this one through. So as you can see, the market is currently at a level where it broke to the upside. This is kind of a falling wedge, as you can see, as you all know. And if you don't know how to trade falling wedges, please, you might want to join my mentorship program that is currently ongoing. I will explain to you how to identify, how to trade, and also the factors to consider when you're trading a falling wedge and other trading techniques. So back to our video. This is kind of a market whereby the market, when the market breaks to the upside, it continues going up. But however, the market is currently at a resistance level. As you can see, the market broke using that very big candle that I'm pointing at. So after it breaks to that point, the market can, however, come back for a retest, or it can continue going up. However, at this one, it is coming back for a retest because it has reached a resistance level that is very major, as you can see from that left side. So the resistance is marked by that level where I'm putting that little order block. So let me mark it so that you can see it clearly. So the market forms this kind of pattern whereby when it breaks to the upside, it comes back for a retest and then goes back up, and then after going back up, it then retests the first major resistance level and then continues going up. So if you catch it very correctly, you might trade the breakout and the little retest, and then you might trade the actual trade, that is the actual breakout. So, but however, it is risky to trade a retest because you don't really know when it is actually going to happen. However, I catched this one because as you can see, as marked by that red order block that I've put, the market reached a resistance level that is very important. So I'm just going to sell this market because I'm trading a retest that happened on that the major resistance level. So this retest will just happen and then it will bounce on that trend line that it broke to the upside earlier, and then it will continue going up. So I'm just going to sell. Let me sell. As you can see, right now we are in loss. However, we're just going to continue holding. So let's go back to our 4 hours so that we can see clearly, because this is minute 5, and then after some time now we are in profit 1.8, which is a lot. So this kind of market is very interesting because this is actually just a retest whereby I get this profit. So it means when I'm actually going to trade the actual breakout, it means I'm going to have a lot. However, it is very difficult for you to catch a retest. As you can see, the market retest happened, and then let me zoom in so that you can see clearly. Let me delete this first. As you can see, that is a major retest. However, the market hasn't touched that resistance level that it broke earlier. So it means it has to touch that level and then starts going up back again. So it has to reach at that level where I've put the order block, and then it will sell. So this is where we are going to put our take profit so that we can leave the market and then enter buys so that we can collect as much profit as we can get. Remember, in the last video, tariff hit me very well, so it means I have to maximize on this trade. And also remember, I have to trade that 65-cent account. I still have it because I really feel like I should revenge this broker. So I'm just going to put the major confluence levels. So these confluence levels, you can use them as take profit when you're actually trading the buy. But however, the market is not buying yet, so it means we don't actually have to use them right now. But they are just worth considering because the market will kind of get in a bit of trouble. However, you can also see these take profit levels by using the Fibonacci retracement. So this Fibonacci retracement, as I have said earlier in my previous videos, you can just put it at the higher high and then the lower low, and then all the major levels, the major confluence levels, will be indicated by those lines in between. As you can see, now we're in 1.6 profit. So you can choose to close. Now we're in 2.3. You can choose to close and then just leave the market, and you don't have to trade that retest. But however, as you can see, that retest went and touched my line. As you can see, it touched the line very well and it continued going up. So here I kind of forgot, and then the market just hit my take profit and then left other positions open. So I would have taken profit to that level where I've put the line, but however, I still have the profit. I will just take those that I have. And then after taking the profit that I have, I would then have to enter the actual trade. That is the buy. So let me close and then enter the buys. Let me close. What is it doing now? Come on. This must be a problem of network. And now we have closed. So let's now enter the buys and then collect as much profit as we can get. So I'm going to enter buys on this one again. So please do not forget, these kind of patterns, they have other factors that influence them. Sometimes you might see this exact same trade, but you might fail because there might be other factors that are not in this chart. So it is actually wise to join the mentorship, of course, so that I will tell you all those factors that might affect your trade, even if you think it is correct. So now I have entered the buys. Let's see how much we can get from this one. So this might take days, so I'm just going to hold it to a level where I think it's profitable for me, and then I will leave the market. Sometimes you don't have to be greedy. Now we are in $422 profit, and our account is in 6,000. So as you can see, it has started going up. It is going to go very, very high. So this is the first take profit that you might want to consider. So I'm just going to put my take profit at that level, and then I'll wait for it to reach that level. But however, the market will even pass that level. Now we're in 2,000 profit, and then our account is in 8,000. This is a lot, guys. This is a lot, considering we had a $5 account. So even if I close, I think I'll be satisfied. Sometimes you don't have to be greedy, but however, I have to collect as much profit as I can get. At least the market has to reach at least 10,000. I'll be satisfied. So if the market reaches 10,000, please just like the video, and don't forget to subscribe, please. Then now let me clear the chart so that you can see clearly. So as you can see, the market went very high, and it is going to continue going very high, and it reached the first take profit. As you can see now, our account balance moved a little bit higher because the market reached that first take profit, so it closed one positions. And now we're in 4,000, so we've reached 10,000. Now you can just go and subscribe to the channel, please. So in the 1 minute time frame, this is how the market is, and it is going to continue going high. Now we can move to the next take profit. Let's put it over there. Yeah, this is a lot, guys. This is a lot. Let's continue holding. Now we're in 5,000 profit. Let's continue holding. This is a lot. This is a lot. This is very massive, but we are just going to continue holding. As you can see, the market is actually going towards my take profit. So I was hoping the market can reach that take profit while I'm still recording, but however, derive. So this is a lot. I think I'm satisfied because the market almost hit my take profit, but I don't have enough patience to wait for it. I'm just going to close and going to enjoy it elsewhere. So let me close. Now we are in 13,000 profit. So this is it, guys. I think I have made enough for this day. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you won't miss out on any important update.